Okay, so let's talk about travel, right? Something that everyone is interested in towards the end of the year. Ease My Trip or Easy Trip Planners is on our radar after it was locked in 20% upper circuit yesterday. This as the stock turned ex-date for the 3:1 bonus issue and a 1:1 stock split. Prashant Pitti, who's the co-founder at Easy Trip Planners, joins us now to talk about that. Prashant, thanks a lot for joining in. I want to first start by asking you, the kind of demand trends that you're seeing, because now we are heading into the year end and trips pick up. And from your presentation, I'm just reading out, you said that gross booking revenues came in at a little under 2,000 crores, which is the highest ever that you've seen. Do you think you can do better than that over the next couple of weeks and months?
Well, firstly, thanks for having me on the show. Usually, there is a seasonality in travel industry, and quarter two, the quarter which passed by, is usually the weakest quarter. And if you see that, even though it's the weakest quarter one because of the summer holidays, and quarter three because of winter vacations, do much better than quarter two. However, at Ease My Trip, since we are a growing company, we actually grew our total business by more than 20% in this quarter, while our competitors saw their growth to be either flattish or slightly degrown as well. So as we are picking up the market share, the company grew. We certainly believe quarter three and quarter four should be better than quarter two in terms of total business.
Quarter three and quarter four will be better than quarter two, is what you're saying?
That is correct.
Okay, so when you're saying picking up your market share, can you tell us what is the market share now versus peers?
Well, our market share in airline industry on OTA space would be somewhere around 22 to 24% now.
OTAs, sorry, Prashant, hi, good morning. What do you mean OTAs?
OTA, online travel agencies.
I see. So online, basically online, the online booking, travel booking.
That's correct.
Okay, all right. And 22 to 24%. I mean, that's... and how has that come about in the last, say, 2 years, 3 years? I mean, where were you at and where do you want to go? I guess that's a more important question. Where do you want to be? Higher, sure, but any kind of definite targets in mind? And if you have a target, you also have a strategy to get there. Go on.
Absolutely. Well, basically, as you would know, that we grew this company bootstrapped. So we basically literally started from nothing. And in the last 14 years of journey, we have gotten till over here. And the company has grown profitably. Our target is in the next 3 years, we want to be the leading airline OTA in India, which would basically happen once we cross about 40% of market share.
Okay. Hi, Prashant. My question to you is, if you're going to be grabbing market share, you're going to do it organically, or is there a possibility you do it inorganically? And also, you told us that quarter three is normally better, right? Quarter two is a little softer. Sense on volumes, what do you end this year with? I think last year, which was obviously affected by COVID in phases, you did around 71 lakh. This year, where do you end?
I would talk more in terms of total bookings, which is GBR or GMV, sorry. Last year, our GMV was around 3,700 crores, and we have almost done 3,700 crores in the first half year itself. This year, earlier, we were anticipating to do somewhere around 6,500 crores as GMV. But now we have revised our targets and we would be touching 7,500 GMV, 7,500 crore, which would be more than double of the last year's number. That would be the total number. What was the other question? I forgot.
When you want to increase your market share, Prashant, so will you do it organically, or is it a possibility you do it inorganically? Is plenty up for sale is what I understand, but depending on whether or not you guys are interested, or as it is by default, some of that competition is coming to you all. Go ahead.
So on the airspace, we're not interested in growing inorganically, since the growth is already happening organically and without spending much money on marketing. On the non-air space, which is hotel, bus, train, holidays, cabs, these are the spaces where we're looking forward to grow inorganically, and there are plenty of good, disruptive, profitable, tech-driven, asset-light businesses are available up for the grab for strategic acquisitions. The reason is that, in the last couple of years, these companies have changed their business model dramatically and eventually have become profitable, while their competitors are no more. Just because of the COVID, they could not survive. And hence, post-COVID, these companies are gaining tremendous amount of speed and gains, while there aren't that many VCs or PEs who are willing to invest in travel-related companies. which is why they are really, really lucrative on the side of acquisition.
So will you be closing in on any acquisition in this fiscal? And you do have cash of around 250 crores on your books. Will you be using a large chunk of that for acquisitions?
For acquisitions, we don't have to just use the cash which is available. We could also use the equity.
Sure.
We are looking forward to acquire a couple of companies in this fiscal year.
Okay.
Prashant, I have a question as a consumer, which I'm sure Nigel and Sonia also have, and lots of others also have. You know, I'll tell you, this is recently, at least my experience, and maybe it'll resonate with viewers watching as well. When you are actually on any of these sites, I'm not talking about Ease My Trip, but any of these sites, when you try and book an airline ticket, right? And you enter in all the details and you fill in the name and the age, all of that, and then you say, okay, confirm. The price that the website showed you at the beginning, based on which you kind of said, well, let's book this, and the price which it suddenly jumps up to, there's a huge difference. I mean, it's almost as if the AI is working overtime to, and I've tried this now many times across platforms, and the difference is significant. Any thoughts, Prashant? What causes this? Yeah.
Well, you should use Ease My Trip more often, Prashant. This is what I would say. At Ease My Trip, we are famous for not charging convenience fees, which is the price which comes at the last leg of the booking, which is basically a multiplier of passenger. Most of the OTAs charge anywhere between 300 to 600 rupees per passenger as convenience fees, which Ease My Trip does not if you're not using any discount coupon. So,
Prashant, but I'm not talking about the convenience fee, which we know. I mean, you'll get slapped on with a convenience fee. I'm talking about a big, sort of a big jump in the price overall, you know.
So that probably happens because of caching mechanisms. If any particular OTA has cached the price, but at the time of the booking, at the final time of the booking, the price needs to be refreshed. And when you refresh the price, you fetch the new price from the airlines. The price might have changed at that particular time. At Ease My Trip, we have a very proprietary caching system, so we see this as a very less amount of complaint on our portal. In fact, this is probably one of the biggest reasons why the company grew bootstrapped, is that our caching mechanism is something for which we are even applying patent for, and because of which consumers do not see the price jump as much as they probably see on the other side.
Okay, all right. Since we're talking about pricing, Prashant, and we get that point about being bootstrap. I mean, you all grew the business till you're listed. You didn't dilute any stake. So kudos to you on that. What about discounts? What has it been? What is it likely to be going ahead? And also, you normally give us the total market share. I think you gave us the online market share. Otherwise, it was around that 8-10% odd. In those terms, what is it at? Yeah.
So if I could give you a rough understanding of, if there are 100 passengers flying in the airplane right now, 50 would have used OTA and 50 would have used other mechanisms, which could be travel agent or airlines directly.
Correct.
So hence, if I'm saying our OTA share is somewhere around 22 to 24%, on the overall perspective, it would become around 11 to 12%.
11 to 12%. Got that. And your discounts, we are interested in that as well.
So, we actually did our biggest sale ever during the month of October only. From 5th October till 22nd of October, we actually gave very hefty amount of discounts, and that cumulated to the total business of about 550 odd crores in this particular quarter. Usually the amount of discount have gone down compared to last year. Last year, our average discount was around 4.5%. This year, the discounts in the quarter first was somewhere around 2.6%. In the second quarter, it was 3.1%. Okay. So we look forward to continuing with the same set of discount. The competition intensity is surely decreasing, because of which the discounting can go down.
Okay, well, I wish you told us about the discounts before they happened, right? I didn't know about that. Would have availed it. But jokes aside, your cost structure has been the lowest in the industry for a while, and you've managed to keep it low. You've managed to remain debt-free, have high cash as well. But now I'm noticing that, especially in this quarter, a lot of your expenses have gone up as a percentage of sales, whether it's employee, ad spends, other expenses. You think the cost structure could get a little more, could put a little pressure on profitability, considering how much of competition there is?
The employee cost did not actually increase if you look at as a percentage of GMV. So as a percent, we look everything as a percentage of GMV. So the employee cost remains the same, which is somewhere around 0.6 or 0.7% of GMV. You are right on the marketing cost though. The Q2 was a special quarter. For the first time, we did a huge branding activity by basically being the co-sponsor at the Asia Cup and also the road safety event. That directly, costed us somewhere around 30 odd crores, because of which, if you would see that, our gross margins were intact, but our PBT shrunk by about 13 crores. So, instead of having PBT of somewhere around 55 odd crores, we got the PBT of somewhere around 39 crores. But this was a one-time exercise. We definitely got a lot of mileage around it. Almost about 49 crore people all across India watched the Asia Cup, which had 2 India-Pakistan matches in it. So we were anticipating the third one as well, but that didn't happen.
All right.
But yes.
Okay.
All right, Prashant, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much. And do give us a shout when you're opening up discounts. Thanks very much. Great to have you with us here.
He said discounts will continue.
Will
so.